Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for August 1st, 2013. It's Thursday and it's currently 8:40 a.m. and we have a lot of rain on the way for the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan areas. Currently, temperatures are ranging from the mid to upper 60s over the interior, lower to mid 70s along the coast, with moderate to heavy rain already pushing into the Philadelphia metro and much of New Jersey. Now, this rainfall is going to be a threat throughout the day, leading to the potential for localized flash flooding and, unfortunately, some very poor driving conditions for the morning and evening rush hour. Temperatures today will range from the upper 70s to lower 80s over much of the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. A few mid 80s are possible in the Delaware River Valley, and in locations where we see rain training all day, likely those temperatures will struggle in the mid 70s. And the best potential for that will be over eastern Pennsylvania. And I'll show why in just a few minutes. Now, here is the infrared satellite picture. This low pressure system and this cold front are going to interact today. As this low pressure system tracks towards the New Jersey coastal waters for this evening, it will draw a lot of moisture from the Atlantic Ocean, and that moisture will be driven against this cold front. So that's going to lead to a lot of enhanced lifting and thus periods of moderate to heavy rain. This isn't a washout all day, but where the rain develops and basically lingers, well, it's going to be a bit of a washout. So the way that this is going to set up, and we'll pull up the radar here, is that we got our first batch of rain moving through the Philadelphia metropolitan area now, and we'll move through the New York City metropolitan area later this morning in the afternoon hours. This right here is a dry spot between this low pressure system and this cold front. As moisture is drawn from the Atlantic, what will happen is that showers will start to break out ahead of this cold front and fill in this dry area. Now, the showers will be capable of very heavy downpours. So, you have one town where it's dry because it's not being impacted by those showers, and another town about a mile away that could have easily an inch of rain within 90 minutes. So overall, throughout the entire Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, I'm looking at 1 to 2 inches of rain. Most locations, I think, are going to be right around that 1 inch level. And it's good because this isn't going to be a widespread rainfall as far as constant, what you would see, let's say, in a nor'easter. It'll be broken and scattered about. But where the rain does fall, it will be very heavy. So there will be a potential for over 2 inches of rain, especially over eastern Pennsylvania and western New Jersey. The models are really zoning in on that, and you can see why, with the low pressure system being able to draw moisture in from the Atlantic and run it up against this cold front, you're going to have a pretty good potential for heavy downpours here over eastern Pennsylvania and western New Jersey, basically right along the Delaware River. And of course, with rainfall amounts already being pretty impressive over the past several days, that will lead to the potential for localized flash flooding and rainfall amounts potentially touching 4 inches. Again, I think that's an isolated rainfall amount, but it is a potential out there. So that rainfall moved through. Once this cold front moves through this evening, late this evening, let's say around 10 p.m., your rain threat ends. So what you'd want to see if you wanted to get this rain out of here faster is that this cold front pick up speed. But with that low pressure system, again, back here, intensifying off the New Jersey coast, let's say dropping to about 1,006, maybe 1,000 millibars by the time we get to tonight, that's going to slow this cold front down just a bit to allow periods of moderate to heavy rain. So here is the model guidance from the Penn State UWall website. We're using the European model guidance today, and it's pretty much in line with the GFS for the most part. So again, for this evening, here is our trough going into a negative tilt, our low pressure system intensifying. That low pressure system exits, and by tomorrow, we have a lingering boundary basically setting up over the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. And this boundary is pretty much going to remain in place over the next 7 days. So what we can expect are these disturbances moving along that boundary, keeping the threat for scattered showers in place through the weekend and into early next week. Now, this doesn't mean that every day is going to be a washout, but it does mean every day will feature a threat for scattered showers, possibly an isolated thunderstorm. The good news is that the stationary front will be to the south of the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area, which means that generally the threat for severe weather is severely mitigated because The atmosphere is generally stable in this type of environment. Showery, wet, but stable. So look for scattered showers capable of some heavy downpours. Temperatures generally ranging in the lower to mid 80s over much of the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan areas. A few upper 70s where that rain lingers. And as far as lows, basically in the upper 50s to lower 60s over the interior, lower to mid 60s along the coast. So pretty much what you see today is what you're going to be getting over the next 7 days. Scattered showers, periods of heavy downpours, potential for localized flash flooding. Just today is a little bit more enhanced because you have that interaction with the cold front and the coastal low pressure system at the same time. That is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. You can follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter and Facebook. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there.